Hello and welcome to the video by Trump Excel. I am Sumit Bansal, and in this video I will show you how to import the data from web into Excel using Power Query. So here I have a list of highest grossing films. This is a Wikipedia page and it has this table with 50 records of the top 50 highest grossing films of all time. And I want to import this data into Excel using Power Query, and you can see that there are many tables in this, and I want to import this specific table. Now to do this, I would copy this URL. I would go to Excel, and here I would go to the data tab and I have the from web option, and when I click on from web, it opens this dialog box, and here I would have to paste the URL. Now I would click OK. When I do this, it opens this navigator pane where it will show me all the tables. Now, if you're doing it for the first time, it may show you a couple of additional dialog boxes where you may have to click OK or give some permissions, but it is not something that is not going to happen. It's not going to give any error. Just follow the instructions and you will get this dialog box, the navigator dialog box. Now here, as I mentioned, there are multiple tables on that Wikipedia page. So you would have to specify which table you want in Excel. And in my case, if I look at this one, this is not the one that I want. This is the one that I want, which is highest grossing films. Now, if I click on load, this would load this in Excel, but I want to first edit this data. So I would click on edit. So this opens this table in the query editor. Now I have the data here. I don't need the references column, so I would delete this. So I would right click and select remove. And the first thing I would check is the data types for these columns. So if I come here and I go to transform so that I can see what the data type is, it's a whole number, which is fine. This is also good. In title, it's text, which is fine. If I come here, this is text, and it should not be text because these are numbers. These are the numbers that these movies have done, the business numbers of these movies. Maybe it's revenue. So in this case, what I want to do is I need to convert this into a whole number or a currency format. And if I go here and I change this to a whole number, it gives me an error. And this happens because Excel is not able to identify that as a whole number. So let me remove that. And what I need to do is I would have to remove the dollar sign because that is making this entire thing look like a text. So if I right click and go to replace values, here I can say value to find is dollar and I want to replace it with nothing. And now when I click OK, it removes the dollar sign. It still is text. You can see it's aligned to the left. But now when I come here and I make this whole number, it doesn't give me an error. It converts this and makes this a number. Or if you want, you can make this a currency. So you can see now this icon changes and becomes a dollar sign. Here, in case of here, it's a whole number, so that is fine. And now if I want to get this data when in Excel, I can simply come here in file and close and load. And here it inserts a new worksheet and it puts the entire data in Excel. Now, if let's say a new movie comes up and a new movie is released and it does really good business. So for example, see this one, Black Panther, it's a latest movie and it has made it to the list of top 20 most crossing movies. So in case there is a new movie that comes up and the Wikipedia page gets updated, all you have to do is right click and refresh this, and your Power Query engine would go back to that page, connect with that page and refresh this report. Obviously you'll have to be connected to the internet to do this, but Power Query is going to do this automatically. So you do not have to worry if the data gets updated. You don't have to do this again and again. Let me show you another example of doing this. So I have a different kind of data. If I go here, I have the list of, let me copy this URL. I have the list of states and territories in the United States, and I have lots of data points here. And in this case, this is the one that I want. So it has a name and abbreviations and all these population and area and land area and everything. So I've copied this URL. I'll go back to Excel and here I would go to data from web and I would type the URL, insert the URL. So I've pasted it here, click OK. Again, it opens the navigator pane and it will show me all the tables there. Now I can select each of these tables and when I find the one that I want, which is this one in this case, then I can simply click on edit. You can load it directly, but I would click on edit to see the data in Power Query. And if I want to remove some columns or change something, then I can do this. Now again, the first thing that I always do is check the data types so that I know that these data types are correct. These are all text. This is text here. It should be a date, so you can convert this into a date. And you can see instantly it gets converted into a date. Similarly, this is population, which is decimal number. It's fine. These are numbers. And the data type seems fine. I don't want this one, so maybe I can get rid of this column. Now again, you have these columns. If you want, you can directly import this into Excel. If you want to make any transformation, then you can do this. So for example, if you want to convert all these into uppercase, then you can go to the format option here and you can make this all uppercase. Or if you want to make these codes or lowercase, then you can do this. So you can do all kind of transformations with this data, and then you can load this in Excel, and you can see all the steps that I do, or everything that I do here in Power Query gets recorded in the applied steps. So I can maybe give this query a name. States of the United States of America is sounds like a fine name to me. So I would come to home, close and load, and now it inserts a new sheet here, and it inserts the entire data set into Excel. Now again, if anything, it's not going to update really, because these numbers might change. Maybe the population numbers would change, but otherwise all these numbers are quite something that is not likely to change. It's not that they're going to be more number of states or less number of states anytime soon. So you can update it. You can right click and refresh this, and it will go back to Wikipedia and check for updates and update this data in case there are any. So this is how you can quickly import the data from the web into Excel using Power Query. That's it in this video. I hope you found this useful. Thank you and have a nice day.